What if all marine life vanished? This eerie thought sends chills down our spines, but let's plunge into this unsettling scenario. Imagine a world where the oceans are mysteriously silent, with not a single fish swimming through the vast blue. The vibrant coral reefs, the bustling cities of the ocean, now lie desolate, their colors fading into a dull gray. What happens next? Buckle up as we explore the shocking aftermath of a world without marine life. First, let's understand why the oceans are so crucial. Oceans cover over 70% of our planet's surface and are teeming with life, providing habitat for millions of species. From the tiniest plankton to the majestic blue whale, marine life contributes to the delicate balance of our ecosystems. They regulate our climate, produce oxygen, and support global food chains. But what if one day, in the blink of an eye, all marine life just vanished? Let's visualize this happening. It starts with a sudden and inexplicable event. A mysterious phenomenon triggers the disappearance of every marine species. In mere moments, the waters go from vibrant and bustling to eerily still. Fishermen, once hauling in nets brimming with fish, pull up empty nets. Aquariums across the globe stare back with lifeless tanks. The silence is deafening. As the realization sinks in, the immediate consequences unfold. Within days, the ecological repercussions become evident. Phytoplankton, which are responsible for producing around 50% of the planet's oxygen, start to die off. Without these tiny powerhouses, our atmosphere begins to thin, and the air we breathe becomes increasingly precarious. Without sufficient oxygen, human life becomes more difficult, and respiratory issues could spike. As weeks pass, the collapse of marine ecosystems sets off a chain reaction. The ocean's acidity levels rise without the buffering capacity of marine organisms. Coral reefs, which thrive in balanced conditions, begin to dissolve, transforming once thriving habitats into skeletal remnants. The loss of corals leads to further destruction of marine biodiversity, creating an underwater wasteland. What about the food chain? Within months, the disappearance of marine creatures disrupts hunting patterns of birds and land animals that relied on fish as a primary food source. Seabirds, which once soared in the skies, become emaciated and start to disappear. Mammals like seals and sea lions struggle to find food, leading to their rapid decline. Humanity begins to witness an unprecedented extinction event, not just underwater, but also across the land. Now, wrap your mind around the larger picture. The oceans have always played a critical role in regulating our climate. Without marine life to absorb carbon dioxide and produce oxygen, we begin to see changes in weather patterns. Global temperatures start to heat up exponentially. Droughts become more frequent, storms grow in ferocity, and the delicate climate balances we once took for granted begin to slip away. And then, we turn our gaze to agriculture. Oceans are connected to our food systems more than we realize. With marine life gone, the influence on global food chains creates a ripple effect that extends to our farms. Fish meal, a crucial ingredient in animal feeds, vanishes. Livestock health declines, leading to diminished food supplies on our tables. The price of food skyrockets, and food insecurity begins to plague nations around the world. But what about our psychological state? Without the calming sound of waves lapping against the shore, our mental landscape shifts dramatically. Researchers have shown that time spent near bodies of water can reduce stress and improve overall well-being. With the ocean gone, people might feel an increase in anxiety and depression. Beaches that once served as vacation havens turn into reminders of loss, desolate and barren. As humanity grapples with this new reality, science and innovation would have to find a way to adapt. Perhaps engineers would turn pollution into something usable, Or researchers might create synthetic ecosystems to replicate the functions of marine life. Scientists could take on the monumental task of developing artificial oxygenators, hoping to restore balance to our atmosphere. As the years roll on, communities might be forced to change their identities. Coastal towns that once thrived on tourism and fishing would seek new avenues for existence. We could see the emergence of new markets, ecotourism to observe what little remains of seaside biodiversity, biotechnology firms tackling habitat restoration, and even more interest in sustainable farming practices. This entire scenario underscores just how integral marine life is to the health of our planet. Without it, we enter a dark era of uncertainty. As the world struggles against the challenges of a life void of the ocean's vital resources, reflect on the fragility of life as we know it. The fight against climate change becomes more urgent. The importance of ocean conservation would come into sharp focus. Would humanity rise to the occasion to protect what we have left? Perhaps this thought experiment serves as a call to action, to cherish and protect our marine ecosystems before it's too late. As we wrap up this exploration of an ocean devoid of life, let us ponder this vital question. How can we ensure that our world remains rich in biodiversity and that the oceans continue to thrive? The fate of the oceans hangs in our hands, and it is our responsibility to protect it. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the unknown. Remember to subscribe for more thought-provoking explorations, and let us know in the comments what you would do to save our oceans. Until next time, keep pondering the incredible complexities of our world.